Bap, 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 bap. Hi. Hi, guys. I'm fucking back. Hi, guys. I was at the beach last week. Saw you guys on Friday for the messages. I hope if you were able to catch me after the beach, it was pretty freaking awesome. We love Ocean City. So, no, not everybody loves Ocean City, especially if you're from Maryland. Some people call it Ocean Shitty, but still, it's a blast. We were like at the arcade every single freaking night. We ate our weight in French fries, Thrasher's French fries, and Dumpster's ice cream. It was a really good time. I just love being on the beach. The water is my element. It was beautiful. The weather was perfect. Besides being 1,000,000 degrees, but it was like perfect for being on the beach. So we had a great time. I'm glad to be back. I really missed you guys, and I hope you guys are doing good too. All right, you guys, if you've never been here before, if you guys don't know me, my name is Sarah Martucci. I'm a psychic medium, a certified crystal healer, paranormal investigator, and all-around strange individual. Okay. Obviously by that intro. And also by some of my titles, which are the Duchess of Donuts, the Cussmouth Angel, as well as the Tarantino of Tarot. So if you're not into cussing, if those things make you nervous, then you should probably keep walking. Okay. But if you're into it and you want a little challenge tonight, if you'd like to hold on to your nips, let's go on a little adventure, okay? So this is where I pull through piles of cards. You choose any and all that you're drawn towards, but first I talk on something that I love to call astrofuckery. Usually I just focus on like 2 things during the week. I don't want to overwhelm you guys because I know for a lot of my followers, like they're just getting into astrology, they're understanding their horoscope, what it means for their chart, the whole 9 yards. So I want to make this easily digestible for you guys. But this week we got to talk about 3 things. We got to talk about 3 whole things. All right. So today, the 17th, man, you guys, we got a lot of stuff going on today. First and foremost, we've got this new moon in the sign of Cancer. So anytime the moon is in Cancer, it's at home. This is where it belongs. It's also the sign of mother, of home, of family, traditionally nurturing, taking care of each other, intuition, our deepest fears and worries, but also our dreams reside in this place. So it's a beautiful watery space. If you're not used to the water, you don't like being emotional, or you find it hard to intuitively tap in to know what the fuck you're feeling or what you're picking up from others, this is going to be hell on wheels for you right now. Probably right now, the emotions might feel like it's a lot. My moon is in Cancer. So for me, I'm like, what's up, y'all? What's wrong? Like, this is Happy Tuesday for me. You know what I mean? So maybe some respect, okay, y'all, for the water signs, what the fuck we got to go through having some of these placements, all right? Especially if you're having a difficult time, but also it's asking you, tune the fuck in. Maybe there's also something here about like reparenting yourself, taking care of yourself during this time, especially if you didn't have maybe a healthy connection with your mother, or a caretaker here growing up, reparenting yourself, loving on yourself, nurturing yourself in the way that you fucking need to. Also, I'd be remiss to tell you during water season, Cancer season, during a Cancer new moon, I'd be crazy not to say to you, drink some motherfucking water. Make sure that you are hydrated right now, okay? Really taking care of like, not only I want to say here your emotional health, but also your mental health too. Tune into your fucking feelings. Your intuition's going to be on point, but are you able to decipher like what's your intuition and what's just your fears, right? So that might be another theme coming up here right now. We might be dealing with mama, with family, with home, like I was saying previously, maybe issues of coming up around mother and like mother healing, or like maybe what we're doing with our mother or how we're interacting with our mom. Maybe something new just came up. Whatever's happening here, just know with this new moon, this is the time to plant new seeds around these themes that are most important to you, and especially specifically around your own nurturing and the ways in which you are taking care of yourself now. Okay? So please, I'm begging you, love on yourself, water yourself like the beautiful fern that you are. Okay? I mean, if you prefer to be an orchid, that's okay too. All right. I can be high maintenance as well. All right. I'm a fern through and through. All right. Also to you guys this week. So with this new moon in Cancer, what I would suggest doing, like, and especially because it's in water season with the water new moon, get into the water, be around the water. The water's going to be kind of pivotal, especially if we're trying to manifest anything right now. So maybe you want to scry with a bowl of water. Maybe you want to go take an Epsom salt bath and let it be like a cleansing bath where we're letting go of anything that we're holding on to, any old baggage. Because look, say what the fuck you want about Cancer, but one thing they're really good at is holding on, all right, to good stuff and to rough stuff, all right? So there might be some kind of sentimentality coming up here, or some kind of difficulty, or something that we're holding on to that might even equate to like baggage that maybe we're ready to let go of, okay? So whatever's holding you back, whatever's holding you down, or whatever's making you feel kind of soggy right now, ain't nobody got time for that, all right? Get into that bath, see it as a cleansing ritual, do a little some salt bath, or however and which way that you want to do it. Maybe for you, that water element is crying, and so getting your feelings out and talking about the way that you fucking feel. Listen, people also forget Cancer's a fucking cardinal sign. She'll kick your ass. Have you ever fucked around with a Cancer? Oh my God. Especially when they're at their home or the place where they feel like is home, their boss. Good luck telling what the fuck to do there. All right. Good fucking luck. So there's also maybe something here that's calling to action as well. Maybe taking action, maybe around family, home, mother, whatever this theme is that's coming up for you during the season and during this new moon, taking action on this thing, not just letting it sit. And so how can we take the best loving, nurturing action towards maybe what's best, not only just for me, but for everybody else involved too, to the best of my fucking ability. Guys, on even bigger news, today as well, the nodes have now changed from Taurus and Scorpio to Aries and Libra. Hold on to your nips. I really fucking mean it, all right? So what that means when the North Node is changing here, when it points towards a sign, it's saying this is the place where it's like, a lot of astrologers like to say, like, this is where we're going or this is where we're heading. But also, I feel like it's kind of a mixed bag out there, you know, especially if you're listening to a bunch of different astrologers. Some of them say, like, this is where we're heading. Some of them say this is, like, an insatiable hot spot for us. Like, we can't seem to get enough. Just going off my own chart, I kind of want to gear towards, like, it's the hot spot where it's like we can't seem to get enough. At least that's how I feel like it's been in my life. So knowing where your North Node is and those themes around it will kind of help you understand yourself and where you feel like you're always being pointed towards. But for right now, it's this North Node's going to be pointing towards Aries. So look in your chart, see which house Aries represents, and understand those themes of that house to understand where there's going to be some kind of massive expansion here, or we're going to be feeling like we can't get enough of this subject. Maybe all of a sudden we're going to need to like take classes or get some kind of education. Maybe we're the one parsing out the information. But with Aries here, this is a very, and with Libra on the axis, it's me, Aries, versus we with Libra. Now, with that South Node of Libra, they're saying this is something maybe that we got to let go of. We got to put to rest, or we need to understand that maybe we got to find some kind of balance in this thing, right? So maybe this is understanding going forward. And look, there's so many different ways that this can be interpreted, especially specifically for you. Knowing where that house is in your chart is going to give you a better understanding. But generally, there might be something coming up here around a relationship. So we're understanding, like, who are we as an individual within this relationship? Am I treating this relationship or also treating myself as an individual within this thing? Because guys, at the end of the day, even if you're part of a partnership, what you're doing, the things that are happening, they can affect you personally, either positive or negatively, all right? So still making decisions based upon your personal self is still incredibly and deeply important. Not in this, like, I'm an island kind of way, because that's bullshit. That's bullshit. But, like, more in just understand, what are my needs? What do I need here? And also, where can I also take a risk around trusting in myself? Because Aries is known for that, too. Also another cardinal sign. Also another cardinal sign. Okay. Where, have you met an Aries? Good luck telling them no. Good luck telling them no. Traditionally, they are known to be kind of selfish, kind of me-centered. They kind of jump without thinking. If you want to repeat a mistake 800 times, ask an Aries. They've got the energy for it. Okay. You know, sometimes you just got to test it a couple times just to make sure, right? But I think the positive things here with Aries that we can look towards is that, you know, maybe it's not really selfishness, is that it's self-interest. Is that I'm trying to take care of myself, know what my story is, know who the fuck I am. This is the sign of the warrior and the ram. Like, it's the firstborn in the zodiac. So they're going to be a little impulsive here. Maybe what I would suggest going forward, okay, especially with these themes, you know, the me versus we, is also just make sure before you go take a risk, before you go jump off a ledge somewhere, make sure that we found our information. Libra is an air sign. Make sure that we're finding our information. We got what the fuck we need in order to make the best decision for us. Take a calculated risk. So sometimes too, and again, being an Aries, I understand this, I don't always know when to take action and when to sit back. And so it's been kind of a struggle understanding that. So maybe also during like the next 2 years here, because it's going to stay in these signs for around like 18 months, we're going to be struggling with some of those themes, but also really having a spotlight here, a focus on who we are and what the fuck we are about. Who am I as an individual? What the fuck is my story? And maybe what am I here to do? Maybe it's time to take a risk on me and what the fuck it is that I want. I think that's kind of beautiful. Okay. And just remember too, guys, like, yes, this is maybe about your journey and what you're doing for you, how you're taking care of you, how you're taking risks, getting out into the fucking world, but we can't do stuff all by ourselves. So there's no point in alienating people either, just saying, you know, fuck all y'all, I'm going off by myself. Like, I'm sure there's going to be plenty of times going to feel like that. But I think it's important too, to remember the balance between all of this is like, making sure that you're taking care of yourself and you understand your story so that when you are in relationship with other people, this other person can't tell you who the fuck you are. You don't become codependent here. We're both individuals within this relationship coming towards it because we're both healed and knowing ourselves and ready for the next fucking adventure. I don't know. I kind of like that. All right. And then finally, this week, we've got Venus going retrograde on the 22nd, y'all. This is a wild fucking week. So with Venus retrograde in Leo, again, anytime any of the planets go retrograde, they're asking us to go within. And so looking at our love style, looking at what we value, making sure that like what we're choosing, maybe the way that we're expressing ourselves too here with Venus, that it's something that actually aligns with who the fuck we are with Aries and that North Node. So we're kind of taking stock at this moment. Take stock. And so if you're noticing that some relationships are starting to stall, or maybe some things are starting to like slow down a little bit, or maybe you need to take a break for a hot second, just take it in stride with this Venus retrograde, okay? Again, it's just asking you to go within to really kind of look and take care of yourself. Make sure that you're still on point with your personal style, who the fuck you are, and what the fuck you want now. What information did you learn? And how can that inform you around what you value and like, maybe your love style going forward too. So there's going to be huge, heavy emphasis on relationships this summer. How are we in relationships with other? Are we considering ourselves, or do we just see ourselves as like an amorphous group, you know? And so it's going to help us now to understand who we are as an individual, because in that way too, we know what we bring to the group. We can help. We've got a space here where we can fulfill a job and help others towards a fucking goal. I think that's nice. All right. So I don't want to overwhelm you guys. A lot going on this week. And so if you're feeling crazy, take a fucking break. Maybe for the next 2 weeks, if you can schedule time in for yourself, schedule some free time, or don't over schedule yourself for the rest of the summer. I'm begging you, okay? Because I think Venus goes direct at the beginning of September. So we've got the rest of July and all of August to go through these themes, sit down, deal with it. Things are going to be taking a little bit of a slower pace, I feel. Even though Aries, that North Node, is like, let's motherfucking go, all right? It's going to pay off big time for the next like month and a half to like go slow, take your time, review things, understand, go deep. Don't be afraid of the journey that you're about to go on personally, because all it's going to do is help you in terms of knowing who the fuck you are and what you need now in relationship. This is beautiful stuff. All right, you guys, if you're done with astrofuckery, I sure the fuck am. Good grief. We'll figure it out. We always fucking do. Okay? We'll figure it the fuck out. All right, so if you're into it, I'm going to pull those 3 positive cards. Literally choose any and all that you're drawn towards, okay? So trust yourself here. What number is pulling to you? What pile is calling to you? Listen to it, all right? All right, I'll see you guys in the next screen. See you guys in a second. All right, bye. All right, card pile number 1. Hold on to your booty flaps. This is this is good shit. Listen, the first card you got is the 3 of Wands. Second card you got is the 9 of Coins. And the final card you got is a major arcana card. Talk about major change, major evolution, major movement forward. You got the motherfucking sun. Let's fucking talk about it. This is gorgeous. Hail to the yeah. Whew. So listen up. With the 3 of Wands here, this is Wands, this is fire. To me, anytime fire shows up, this is our ambitions. This is, what are we manifesting? What are we creating? Also, too, I find that fire is very spirit-led here. So there's something here where we feel like there's a fire in our gut, a fire in our soul, a fire in our heart, a fire in our song to like get out there and get shit done. With the Three of Wands, too, this always reminds me, I feel like I say this every single time, but it always reminds me of like putting on a play or putting on like a wedding or like a huge fucking event, like a huge party or something. And so what are the resources I got to put together? What are the people I got to reach out to in order to make this thing happen? Where are the people, places, and things I fucking need in order to fucking go? I've got the idea. It feels like it's Thundercats go here. It's a lot of movement with the Three of Wands, and we're going towards a goal here that's deeply important. We're just initiating this. We are literally just starting on this thing. Also with the number 3 here, this might reference back to the month of March, around the 3rd of a month. This might even talk about like 3 weeks, 3 days from now, or somehow the number 3 plays into this. Now with the Nine of Coins, coin showing up here. This is earth element. I gotta taste it, touch it, see it, smell it to know that it's fucking real. That means a roof over my head, clothes my back, money in the bank, food on the fucking table. Do you feel? Now with the Nine of Coins here, I've been pulling this card a lot for other people. So I've been working with this card a lot more. The Nine of Coins here is really interesting because if you notice there's just a lady here in this photo. This card is like success, financial independence, rewards, recognition. This is an incredible card of like being seen, especially for the work that you're doing in this world. Like people are starting to see what the fuck you're about. And there's almost like people are coming to you almost like, you know, like a mentor. I guess is the word that I'm looking for here. Like people might start referencing to you like around that, or they might be looking to you like to start like offering classes on what the fuck you do. Also too with the Nine of Coins here, this is like a white picket fence in the back, but this lady isn't facing us. What's interesting though is like she's kind of got everything that she needs here, but there's still kind of a feeling like something still might be missing. If you notice that she doesn't have a partner in here, she's got everything else but that. So there's something interesting happening with the Nine of Coins where sometimes when this card comes up, it could talk about like having everything in the world but, or being so thrilled that I've got everything that I need that this other thing that I thought that I needed, it doesn't even fucking factor into me right now. I'm happy where I'm at and with everything that I have. Also on top of that, people are, to me, this is mostly a card around reward and or recognition. So this is just, especially around your hard work. So well fucking done. And then with the Sun, I mean, you guys know this is life-giving. This is beautiful. This makes me want to sing hootie fucking who from the goddamn mountaintops. All right. I love the Sun. It stands for the number 19. Oh, I'm sorry. Also, with the Nine of Coins, this can reference the month of September, the 9th of a month, maybe 9 weeks, 9 days, 9 months. Somehow the number 9 plays in here. Now, with the Sun, it stands for the number 19. So actually, I'm looking around the 19th of a month for the theme of the Sun to show up. Also, too, I break these down to an actual month. So I liked 9 plus 1 is 10. I'm looking towards the month of October, maybe around October 19th, question mark. But with the Sun here, it's good news on all fronts. This is prosperity, success, victory, good health, like literally everything that you can fucking think about. Everything's coming up you. So finally things are moving in your favor. Traditionally also too with this card, there's a little kid on this card. So there's also a reference back to family, home, childhood. There might be something here taking you back to that space. Maybe some kind of sentimentality, maybe some thoughts here on childhood. Maybe we got to go back to our childhood home. But usually this is some kind of trip here, either mentally or physically. We go back to our childhood and we're facing something there, whether good or bad, whatever the fuck comes up here from this space. All of it is healing and all of it is good for us. Look, if we suffered abuse and some kind of bullshit and trauma, that wasn't good, right? But the point is that, like, if we're at this point now, reflecting back into that time, we can see how much we've grown. We can see maybe how much we've taken care of ourselves, maybe even to something beautiful in here around not choosing to go down the abuser path. I can see that I went down the loving, good path. Who the fuck I am. I didn't choose that type of lifestyle. Do you know what I'm saying? And so seeing how far you've come, giving yourself reward and recognition in that way. It's a healing journey that we go on physically. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. All right. So with the combination of all three, if we're looking for a yes or no this week, this would definitely be yes. Goddamn. Especially if you're trying to initiate something here that's deeply important to you. Especially if this is like maybe starting a business. Maybe going and finding a good doctor here for maybe some kind of surgery that we want to get, or maybe like a health regime would be really fucking good, getting those doctors together. You're going to be incredibly successful at it. Guys, really, this is a yes for just about anything that you can think of. But if you were thinking about taking action, this is a definite yes this week. You're going to be you're going to be victorious straight the fuck up. Now, around love and relationships, this is interesting. This could stand for a couple different things. With the Three of Wands here, because there's 3 people on the card, maybe this can talk about, if this is around like friendship, I could see that, like, especially if there's been a period of separation or we haven't been talking to somebody important or maybe a group of people important, I do feel like something's going to be coming the fuck back around here. And I actually think it's going to be positive, especially if we've been fighting with people. Maybe if this is friends or family that we've been fighting with. I feel like people are going to be coming back around and being like, oh, fuck, you were right. So hold on to that. God, I love that shit. God, I love that shit. All right. You were correct. Oh, there's nothing better I love to hear in the world besides, ma'am, here are your fresh Krispy Kremes. Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, somebody's going to be saying that you were right. Man, around love and relationships too. I kind of think like, okay, so around love, this could take a couple different meanings. Maybe you guys have finally decided here that it's like time to move in together. I don't know if that's a weird thing to say, but like move in together. And so this is like the last kind of step before maybe getting married or really committing here to each other. But it's incredible. It's successful. We find a place to live. There might even be a possibility that you guys build a place from the ground up, or it's like that white picket fence kind of dream coming through here. That's beautiful. This is around any other thing with love and relationships. If we're like in a period of separation from somebody where we haven't been talking to someone, I feel like somebody might be coming around hard fucking core. Okay. So I do feel like there's fire. There's some kind of passion reignited here. Maybe understanding that like you're the end goal or maybe somebody else's end goal or end game here. And then with the sun here, it's like all I can imagine is this person, or this person just seems to like be like this beacon in my fucking life. Can I also say the sun with the sunflowers here too, symbolically talks about spirit. So there's something very spirit led here. Maybe even seeing this person as the sun, you just feel more alive when they're around. Like, that's beautiful. Maybe understanding now that like this feeling was telling me something, where maybe before you disregarded it, didn't understand it. Now I fully understand where my feelings are at. Maybe here too, there's bringing some type of healing to the situation. Maybe by talking about your feelings or going in there and showing with your actions that you mean what the fuck you say. Okay. Either you're going towards somebody or somebody's coming towards you. Somebody's coming towards you. Interesting though. Although I want to say this week, guys, for card pile number 1, the Three of Wands, if you notice, these people are coming up from us. So I kind of feel like it's the energy that you got to take on this week. Okay. So I don't know if necessarily someone's coming towards you, but I feel like you're the one putting out this energy this week or going towards others and saying what the fuck you got to say. Unless it's those friends or family members that are coming the fuck back around and be like, you were fucking right. Be like, goddamn right I was. That'll teach you to disregard me ever the fuck again. Around anything else for love and relationships, this is just a beautiful omen though. I feel like there's going to be effort put in. We understand what we're working towards, we're building towards now. Success is inevitable here. It's just a matter of the path that we're taking. Which path are we taking? Are we doing this together? Are we doing this as an individual? Are we doing this as a family? Or am I going by myself? Those kind of themes might be coming up. Around work and career, shit. There's going to be some kind of opportunity or you're going to be getting a call here soon. Maybe you got to give this call to others. Be like, Thundercats fucking go. We may have gotten the funding for something, and it's going to be successful as fuck. I mean, seriously, like, this is prosperity and victory, y'all. Like, this is some gorgeous fucking shit going on here. People would pay their left titty to get these cards, all right? But with the sun here, maybe we're shining light on something. Maybe there's some kind of health issue. Maybe connected with work that we're doing, or we're shedding a light on a health issue for some people, question mark. Interesting. Maybe even too, this project that we're working on might involve children in some way, shape, or form, protecting them, guiding them, healing them. This is gorgeous though. Whatever project we're getting the Thundercats go on, it's going to be incredibly successful. You guys are going to get rewards and or recognition around it. I wouldn't be surprised if the thing that you're launching and that you're going to do here might actually receive rewards. This kind of makes me feel, even though the star's not here, the sun is, so it still kind of works for me. Any of the sun, moon, or star, if it showed up with this could even talk about like if you're in like TV or showbiz, We're about to launch a project that's going to be incredibly successful. You're going to win an award for this. Or the team's going to win an award. This is going to be seen by a lot of fucking eyes. Okay. Whew. Look, I want to say anybody else too that's a creator this week that chose card pile number 1. Get your shit out there. Quit it with the procrastination, okay? You've got to stop. I was trying not to cuss at you because I think you're probably doing it enough to yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? Get your shit together. Get it out there. Show people what the fuck you're doing. You've got something. Somehow get a spotlight on yourself. Be seen, be heard. Do not be afraid of this. You're meant to be seen and heard. All right, finally, around health. Oh, we're going to have to get it together, y'all. I think probably we've been looking at, like, end result. Man, okay. For some of you guys, maybe we're getting, like, our skin checked this week. Or we're getting a mammogram. Or we're getting that colonoscopy. There's something here because the 9 of coins is, like, end games, end goals. Like, I'm towards the end of something here. So maybe we're getting a little bit older in age. Like me, I just turned 40. I know I got to get my mammogram soon. Blah. I really wish they come up with a better way to do the whole jam, but still, I'm literally got to go get my skin checked, this week. So, just saying for you guys, like, check on these things, especially as you're getting older. You're no longer a spring chicken. Start taking care of your body. And with the sun here, you're going to be successful. Everything's going to be okay. Even if they do find something, you're going to be all right. It will be workable here. And you'll be able to get the team together with the 3 of Wands here in order to take care of yourself. So this is a great week to search and find for other people to put on your team medically if we're looking for that. This is going to set you up for success. And you're going to be able to heal from this thing. Oh, man, this could be gorgeous. Guys, literally, any way that you look at it this week, card pile number 1 is beautiful omen. Get up, take action on something. It's fucking time. And so what's most important in your heart? Extra points towards if this went back to childhood. I'm living a childhood dream. I'm going after a goal here, getting other people involved, working with others towards a goal, making this thing fucking happen. Set yourself up for success. Do you hear me? Okay. Way to fucking go, card pile number 1. You fucking got this. Card pile number 2. This is an interesting pull this week. Let's talk about it. It's not bad. It's just interesting. I know I made a weird face. All right. Your first card is the 6 of Coins, which is a great card. And then you got a major arcana card, talk about major change, major evolution, major movement forward. You got the Star. I love that card too. And then finally you got the King of Wands. I mean, really, it's pretty good stuff. It's just interesting combo. So I want to say, okay, so first let's start with the interpretation. So 6 of Coins. Again, coins, this is earth element. This is literally money, all right? This is having so much money, you can be a philanthropist. Oh, thank you. So this is success, philanthropy, really giving back here. I want to say with this card too, this is a great indicator that when it comes up for somebody in reading, being generous with others pays back. So make sure right now that you're being generous with others, not just for the sake of being generous, but like literally to help people. Especially if you have extra of something, then it doesn't necessarily have to be money. This can be your time, your thoughts, your farts, your hugs. Do you know what I'm saying? You got extra of something? Give it up. All right. Don't be stingy. Yay. There's that. So with the 6 of Coins, this is just being generous, taking care of others. And I don't know, it's a beautiful thing, especially after understanding with like the 5 of Coins previously before that, which is like job loss, instability. You have been through it. You understand what it's like to be poor or to not get that attention or to get those hugs or that love. So don't be stingy with yours, this kind of feeling, especially when you get to a space where you're able to give this back and to help and heal others. The Star is one of the most beautiful omens. This thing is gorgeous. This really talks about the healing journey that we've got to go on. It's a hell of a journey, right? It's a long journey, but at the end of this thing is some kind of beautiful gift. I found, though, too, with the Star, so not only wholeness with ourselves and understanding who the fuck we are and what the fuck we want, but the Star also usually talks about, like, maybe taking what we've learned here and bringing it on stage or bringing it to a wider audience, letting other people know that they're not alone or that maybe this is the avenue that I took in my healing. Would you want to try the same? I'm here for you. Here's a way through. We forgot to say with the 6 of Coins, this is going to reference back to the month of June, and or this is going to talk around the 6th of a month, 6 days, 6 weeks. Somehow the number 6 plays into this. Now the Star stands for the number 17. So again, these themes are going to come up around the 17th. 1 plus 7 equals 8. So I'm also looking towards the month of August, maybe around August 17th, question mark. But I love the star. It's one of my favorite cards in the whole deck. And it just indicates like the healing journey and how not only does it pay off for you personally, knowing yourself and healing and growing here, but again, you get to bring this to the wider masses. And or if you're not going on a healing journey, the star can really just talk about like making a wish. What's most important to you right now? Make a wish in your heart and then start to do the work towards this thing. It's going to be a journey, but it's going to be worth it. Embark on this thing now so that you can get what the fuck you want. Make your wish come true. And then finally with the King of Wands, this is going to talk about, this is a court card. This is somebody walking on the scene to fuck shit up or to be helpful. I found with the King of Wands, he can be both simultaneously. Okay? They got a special gift there, the fire signs. With the King of Wands here, it's going to talk about a Leo, an Aries, Sagittarius. Traditionally, the king here is going to talk about a man. Doesn't always have to. Don't worry about the gender. If the person, the way that I described them, talked about a person, man or woman, then what the fuck? What the fuck ever. But with the King of Wands here, this guy traditionally is very future forward. He's charismatic. He's a charismatic leader. He's funny. He's kind. He's generous. He's a wild man. He's got some tales from back in the day. Traditionally, too, I found with the King of Wands, not only being a fire sign here, sometimes he'll have a background, military, firefighter, police officer, protecting and serving people in some way, shape, or form. Speaking for those that have no voice, like also kind of like standing up for the underdog, because Aries is very well known for that. Aries is known for a lot of things, but also they don't like the underdog getting beat the fuck up. That shit's not cool. But with the King of Wands here, again, maybe some of the issues here is like this guy can't be present. A lot of times he has a hard time with that. He might have some anger issues. Sometimes too, I can find like this guy's he's been a rake. And if you guys have ever watched Bridgerton, that's a little word from that. But a rake, if you don't know what that is, like a 17th, 18th century term for a man-hoe. All right? He raked his way across the world and just picked up whatever the fuck he came along with. Okay, I love that term. I think it's hilarious. So, this guy may have had a background being a hoochie mama in his in his golden days, all right? But also, too, at this point, this guy's grown. In the king position, we're more mature. This guy can literally just be older than you. But for the most part, I found the King of Wands, he's a little bit more mature. He's able to be somewhat present in this moment. He's more embodied than the Knight or the Page, that's for fucking sure. And he's a lot more calm than his predecessors. On top of that, this is the guy that everybody comes to, so he's also a connector. Now, he knows everybody knows him. So if you need something, he can hook you up with it. This man comes with a lot of passion. So you're also probably going to have to support whatever hobbies he's into, whatever business he's got going on here. This man's got his balls dipped in a little bit of everything. So, all right, with that being said, if we're looking for a yes or no this week, I would definitely say that this is yes, and especially working... I think this is okay, so this is where it gets interesting. So I would say yes this week, and especially if we're working with an important male figure here that's either helping us on a healing journey or maybe helping us with a financial healing journey, or maybe an important male here that like maybe wants to help our wish come true here. Maybe he's being generous with that. Maybe yes too here about being generous with a male that is healing right now. Okay. Or at least that he's trying to heal. Maybe he's going on his own journey and he just needs someone to be kind to him, essentially. Maybe he's been going fucking through it. If we were looking around love and relationships, again, I would say like my first thing when I look at this is like be generous with an important male that might be going through a serious healing journey right now. Maybe he's sitting down and facing his shit. Maybe just being like more, maybe it's just with your time or your effort. Maybe this is just listening to someone. Maybe this is a friend that's really fucking going through it and that just needs a good fucking ear. So just sit down and listen to your person. If you've got the time to give to them, please sit down and listen to them. They might just need somebody to be there and listen to them, or support them in some way, shape, or form. Maybe too, I would say around love and relationships, we might even be helping somebody, like literally financially supporting someone to heal. Or they might be financially supporting us to heal. Or, I don't know if this is a weird thing to say, but like, maybe something that we went through with this male has helped us to face what we need to heal within ourselves. And now we're able to start making money off of that? That's interesting. Okay. That's just a little interesting take on that. Okay, but around like love. If we're looking at love. There might have been a period of separation here between you and another person. I want to say continue to focus into your healing journey and let this person come around when and if they're ready, okay? It really would behoove you this week, card pile number 2. Focus on your own healing journey. Be generous with yourself. Love on yourself and let this other person take care of themselves in that way. When they are ready, they will come to you. In the meantime, love on yourself. Make a wish around what you hope to happen, either within this situation or for yourself and your own healing. Anything else with love and relationships? Maybe too, last thing I want to say with this, if you've learned something here, especially within a relationship that maybe you're healing from, what did we learn here and how can we pass it on to other people and help them? Honestly, what the fuck did we learn from this thing and the whole healing journey? Maybe what are we no longer naive about? What do we now understand? And how is this situation and the ways in which it maybe hurt and harmed us so that we had to heal? In what ways are we like fulfilling a wish that we had in our heart for ourselves too, or understanding ourselves better? Or how has this led us in terms of like a silver lining with it? How has this thing actually helped us better invest in ourselves? That's beautiful. So even if this person was a fuckface McGee, at least they left me with the feeling that I cannot give up on myself, even if that person did. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, around work and career. Listen, this is interesting. I feel like somebody this week is either talking about like healing and health, or there's some kind of healing health aspect of like some kind of work that you're doing. I feel like we're putting ourselves out there and we're letting the world see us. There might be an important male that sees us this week, sees what the fuck we're about and wants to support us or bring us on to a team, or they want to support the work that we're doing. Might actually be like granting money or like giving you money to do your fucking thing. Maybe just investing in you and investing in your dream. We might be working with an investor this week. Interesting. Anything else around career and work? I want to say too this week that we might be getting a promotion for some of us. Maybe there's an important boss here that sees like the work that we've done, how hard we've worked, how maybe we've healed, maybe knowing our own personal story. Maybe they're aware of something that's been going on within us too. They see how hard we worked, how much we're kicking ass, we're doing so good here, and they want to promote us to the next space. That feels good. I think around work and career, this is a beautiful card spread. Either way, this feels very supportive, and that somebody here might be either giving us money to do something important, supporting us in the work that we do, getting a grant come through, or there's some kind of money that's coming through to us, and it's been a hell of a long fucking journey to get this fucking thing happening. But it's like this one key male needed to come in here and see the thing, or he was the last deciding factor, is what it may feel like too. So hold on tight this week for card pile number 2, especially around career. This is fucking gorgeous. Hold tight because the money's going to come through. Somebody's going to see you, boost you up here. There's something gorgeous. There's about to be a wish fulfillment in terms of what you want to do creatively out in this world. Be ready to be in the spotlight is what I want to say around career and work. Around health. Yeah. Listen, we might be finally getting into a doctor this week. This doctor may have been really expensive to get a hold of or to get into, but I feel like this is the last part of our healing journey. So just know getting into this person, I think, is going to be incredibly helpful. They're going to help us with the last leg of it. Everything's going to be okay. They're going to be worth the investment. It's the wish fulfillment here around our health and getting it back. This could even talk about like, maybe even if it is like mental health, getting with a good male therapist possibly here. Again, he's extra fucking money, but man, he helps, he brings it the fuck home. Maybe even too, just like a regular doctor. This person was really expensive to get into, but man, they've got the answers. I'm telling you, and they're not going to stop fighting for you and advocating for you. I really like that. So I do feel like this person is worth the money. They're worth the investment. And this is going to make your wish come true in terms of your healing. So we're either going to find an answer here. We're going to have an advocate here, some way, shape, or form, helping us get what we need medically. Guys, for anything else this week, It just feels like a week to make sure that we're being generous with others, especially if we have extra of something. If you know somebody's struggling or somebody's having a hard time, maybe they haven't even reached out for help. Don't be like, I don't know why I want to say this to some of you guys, but like, if you know your next door neighbor is not doing well and you've got extra food at home, I'd like you to pack up some of that and bring it to your next door neighbor. Is that a weird thing to say? I don't know why that popped in my head, but I feel like for somebody here needs to hear that. Please bring it to the next door neighbor. They might not be saying that something is wrong or that maybe that they're struggling, but they might have kids or maybe they're elderly or something. Like, don't be afraid to like share the wealth of something that you've got here. Anything else this week? Just make a wish. What the fuck do you want? You know, especially around relationships, especially around your relationship with yourself or your career, your healing in any way, shape, or form. What the fuck do you want? Make a wish on this thing so that the universe can respond to it, okay? Don't be afraid to put that out there, especially with this new moon. Plant those seeds of manifestation. You got this, card pile number 2. This week really is about like knowing what to invest in, especially around your own healing journey, and working with the right people along that way to help you get what the fuck you need and make your wish come true. Trust your discernment and invest where it feels like this is the right fucking thing. Trust yourself. Okay, and finally, card pile number 3. Interesting again. We got the Ace of Coins. Major Arcana card again. Everybody got a Major Arcana card this week, so there's that. And guys, if you were with me on Friday, you saw I was just pulling Major Arcana card after Major Arcana card. This is going to be a really big fucking week, so leave your schedule open, give yourself some breathing room, give yourself time to absorb, and go with the fucking flow, essentially, okay? With that being said, you guys got a Major Arcana card, you guys got the Lovelies. And then finally, you got this fuckface. You got the Knight of Wands. He's my least favorite knight. Straight up. He is a fuck boy. All right, with that being said, Ace of Coins is a gorgeous omen. This is a yes, especially around prosperity, abundance, things that we're manifesting and just starting and beginning. This is great for a new moon. This is great for a new moon. Now, with the earth element here, this is going to be... I gotta taste it, touch it, see it, smell it to know that it's fucking real. So that's a roof over my head, clothes on my back, food on the table, money in the bank. You guys get the fucking drift. With this here too, this is just a great prosperous moment. What we're investing in here is really important. We're getting yes around something that we want to invest in, or that we want to move forward on, or that we want to create and bring into manifestation. All right. The lovers, the lovers. Just dumb bubblegums. Listen, the lovers here, like, it's a crossroads card. I find that all of the Major Arcana feels like crossroads, but this one specifically speaks on that. So we're at a crossroads right now, and traditionally with the lovers, it's going to talk about relationships of all kinds, not just love relationships, and not just ones with other people, but with yourself too. And so which way are we going? Am I seeing and treating myself as an individual within this partnership so that knowing that sometimes these decisions are only going to affect me? Especially whenever I recognize and realize that I have to make the best choice for myself. How am I tuning in and making sure that I'm working well as a group by knowing what the fuck my needs are, right? And so that my boundaries are protected. I know what the fuck I need, and I'm able to go after that. I think that this is important, finding that middle space. But with the lovers here, we're at a crossroads, and so which way are we fucking going? This does talk about love, though, and all the good stuff. And then finally, Knight of Wands. This guy. Talk about a fucking hoe. Hey, with the Knight of Wands here, traditionally, the knight is a male, but it doesn't have to be. Just if the shoe fits, fucking wear it. All right. With the Knight of Wands here, this guy is fighting and fucking around the world. I really mean that. Okay. You remember back in the day? I know I'm 40 years old. What do you guys want from me? But what was it? Shit, what the fuck is this show? South Park, where Russell Crowe fighting and fucking around the world. So it just reminds me of Russell Crowe back in the day. If you guys know any stories about him, that should speak for itself, all right? But with the Knight of Wands here, this guy, man, he's brash, he's irrational sometimes. He really kind of just goes off of like the heat of the moment, literally. This guy can't sit still, and he can't stay in his pants either. Like this guy. It's just always fucking moving. Now, if this is the energy that you've got to take on, this is about like jumping into something, being ready, you know, at the quick when somebody says Thundercats go, before they snap their fingers, you're already out the fucking gate. So this is being prepped and ready to fucking tally ho, all right, when something comes along. But if this is about a person coming on the scene, it's usually somebody your age or younger showing up. This guy could just be immature as fuck. Again, can't stay present in this moment, hot towards the next best thing. The grass is always greener, and can't sit still. A lot of times they have anger issues. Military, police officer, firefighter, acts of bravery, that kind of, you know, thing in the background. This person's just rash and they don't always think before they act, which is a problem, and it's caused them problems in their life. But again, if this is the energy that you got to take on, this is just being ready at any given moment to jump off and do what the fuck you got to do. Now, these together, yes or no this week? So I feel like this one is a yes, which I know is not very clear, but not quite a maybe, but not all the way a yes. Let me explain. With the Ace of Coins and the Lovers and the Knight of Wands, this is just saying like, hey, we're going to have to be patient with Earth here. We can't jump into this thing face first. Okay. We got to take a beat for a second. We're at a crossroads and we need to make a really proper decision around where we go the fuck next. And so maybe where is your passion calling you and how can you invest in that day by day, brick by brick, piece by piece. Okay. Okay. Now if we were looking around love and relationships, so, okay, there's a couple different interpretations. If we got a blast from the past coming the fuck around, they have not healed. Okay, they have not healed. Now, this person could just be younger than you, but y'all traditionally, if this is another person coming back from the past, looking for another go, showing up as a knight, they have not done the work. They would be showing up as a king or a queen, or they are not. Okay. So I'm telling you right now, this person is just coming around. They've been thinking about you. Also, the Ace of Coins can talk about sometimes in love relationships, friends with benefits. Okay. So this person might be coming around saying that they're in love with you, but they just want the benefit of having some fun and then peacing out whenever the fuck they want to. Be fucking careful. Another interpretation of love relationships, and I know this can be a little confusing, but also for some of you guys, this can also talk about with our just like family relationships right now. Maybe investing here in a son, or there's a younger male figure here that like we're at a crossroads with this person. Which way are they going? Maybe they've been a hothead. Maybe they've been all over the fucking place, and we're trying to invest in their future. Maybe they're ready to fucking invest in their future. Maybe they're ready to start, making money here, doing what's proper for themselves, looking for like maybe a real job. Maybe even too some type of education might be coming up for them. Maybe they decide they want to go to a trade school, and we're helping this kid make a better decision with their life, how to help them move forward. Okay, and maybe just showing them the way. Another interpretation for love and relationships. This can even, I want to warn some of y'all that somebody might be coming out of left field. If some of you decide to do a one night stand, make sure that you are taking all the proper precautions. I am begging you. There's a possibility here of getting pregnant from that. Okay. Okay. Anything else for love and relationships? I want to say anything else for love and relationship with the Ace of Coins, the Lovers, and the Knight of Wands. If you decide to take somebody back here, if somebody comes back around, love, relationship, whatever, somebody's coming back around. The only way I would take this person back is if you're looking at their actions and they're able to take things more slowly, or they're showing you with their practical, guided, realistic actions and what they're investing in, that they are growing up here. But y'all are still at a crossroads. So take your fucking time with this. Do you fucking hear me? May their words and their actions align. So if this person is just younger than you and they are very mature, they're able to show up in an embodied way. Also too, here with Wands, they might be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or have heavy or important fire placements within the chart. Take your fucking time. I'm warning you guys right now, okay? Now, in terms of career and work, y'all, I know it feels like maybe for some of you guys, you're at a crossroads right now. We're doing this thing. We're shitting or getting off the pot. I feel like either the money's going to come in around the first of a month, And maybe this thing that we've been working on has been in like hiatus since June or around the 6th of a month. But maybe around the 1st of a month or in a month, in a week, or somehow the number 1 plays in here with the Ace of Coins. The money will be coming in and you're going to need to be ready to thundercats go. I mean that. You're going to need to be able to take off the moment, like literally maybe actually like fly or drive or like the moment we get the yes here, you're going to need to be able to take off very quickly. So like have a go bag. Do you know what I mean? Be prepared for this. Set yourself up for fucking success. Anything else for work and career? You might be at a crossroads in terms of what you want to do right now. You might be deciding to move on to another project, or do I continue to invest in the one that I'm working on? I do want to tell you moving on feels like it would be too quick, or we haven't put in enough time, or there's like one more thing here that we could try to do with this thing. All right? So, but look, if you're done, you're done, then, you know, move on to the next thing. But I kind of want to, they keep pulling me back to the Ace of Coins. There's something here that like, if you actually really invest in this thing, maybe I'm being rude with some of you guys, but if you actually really invest in this fucking thing, it actually will take off. This is about you giving that time, that effort, everything that it's needed to actually cultivate this thing. All right. Maybe you've got too many things going on right now. Sit down and focus on 1 or 2 things that speak the most to you so that you can put your energy, time, love, and effort into this stuff. If you're spread too thin, of course things aren't going to grow. You don't have the resources here in order to fucking make this thing work. Maybe another thing too for work and career, make sure you're working with another person. So if we've got to work with another person towards a goal, make sure this person's a good match, this is a good fit, and that everybody's aware that like, even though we are a team here, we still are individuals within this team. Around health. Ooh, baby. For some of you, we have been smoking for too long with the Knight of Wands and the Lovers looks like a pair of lungs. We're going to need to start investing in different ways to ingest what we're trying to get a hold of. Okay. So for some of you that like the wacky tobacco, maybe this is edibles time. Maybe we need to stop smoking stuff because this is not doing us any good here. This is a fast track to no goodness. Okay. No goodness. And or we're getting to that space where maybe our lungs are starting to feel that. Okay, take care of your fucking lungs this week, y'all. Interesting. Yeah, it's time to start investing in that, y'all. Maybe another thing here too. Yeah, quit smoking and maybe like, I don't know, for some of you guys, like quit smoking and invest that time, effort, energy, and money into like cooking good food. I don't know why food is such a coming up. Well, with the Ace of Coins and Earth Element, yeah. My Tauruses and my Cancers, I'm just saying. My foodies, my babies. Again, guys, I have a Cancer moon and I got a Taurus, Mercury, and Mars. So food's a fucking love language. Yeah, so replacing some of these things that aren't good with you with like good stuff, but like good food, good nourishment. We're investing in good ways into ourselves that's healthy and nourishing and good. How many more times am I going to say that? For anything else with health, this really is investing in yourself this week. I'm worried about your all's lungs and your esophagus. Check out those areas, make sure everything's okay. For those of you that are having heartburn and heart issues, I need you to go get your heart checked out, please. And I know heartburn, they're like, oh, it's coming from the stomach. Sure, but it's definitely affecting your heart. I really need you, and especially if you're like esophagus, throat stuff going on, go get your chest, go get your lungs, go get your heart, go get your throat checked out. It is time. Quit fucking around. Find a doctor that you trust, okay? So this is, you're worth it. You're worth the investment. Okay, guys, for anything else, this is a yes around partnerships that make sense, that you can build something with, that aren't just hot and cold, like just in and out. Like, we don't have time for that shit. What we need is stability. What we need is reliability in order to create a real relationship here, not only with other people, but again with yourself. So if you keep promising yourself you're going to take care of you and you keep not showing up for it, you keep breaking your own promises to you. That's gross, man. Don't you have other things to do today? Look, it's not like I haven't done that to myself. I'm just, just saying, card pile number 3, aren't you done with it? It's time to stop breaking your own promises to yourself. Reinvest back in you. You are fucking worth it. No quick fixes this week, card pile number 3. And I fucking mean that. If something's showing up as a quick fix or it's a quick answer, that is not the avenue that you were taking. It is going to lead you down a bad pathway, and you think that it's going to be a great like escape or sidestep, or do not fucking do it. That's not going to end well. And I fucking mean that. It's worth it to take the time. It's worth it to do it piece by piece, day by day, moment by moment. Take your time here. Patience will pay off. Woo! Yeah, for anything else, guys, say yes to yourself, and especially around partnerships that fucking make sense and that we take our time with it. You guys got this, card pile number 3, okay? All right. All right, middle fingers for no, caw for yes. I hope any and all of that made sense. Also, too, guys, I forgot to say with Venus retrograde, don't cut your fucking bangs. Please don't do any fucking plastic surgery during this time. And whatever the fuck you do, vet the dumb bubblegums coming back around from the past. All right? Just, this ain't the time, my love. All right? Make sure these fuckers are showing up with their actions and their words. Make sure that it aligns. You deserve more than that, okay? I love you guys. I hope to God this resonated. All right, let me know. Any and all feedback helps me to grow. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.